What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing a designer sneaker that I never thought that I would pick up. And now that I have it, I'm really starting to like it. And that's the Balenciaga Speed Trainer. But before we actually jump into the review, I want to give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Reshoevn8r. When you're willing to spend $800 for expensive designer shoes, or even $800 resale Jordans for that matter, keeping your sneakers clean is very, very important. I use Reshoevn8r's laundry system to keep all my sneakers clean, and I even use it to protect my new sneakers, like these brand new Balenciagas, from getting dirtier than they need to be. And I know you've probably heard me talk about Reshoevn8r forever. I've been working with them for like 2 years. They're an awesome brand. They're a great group of people. But this Friday is actually the best time to pick up Reshoevn8r ever, because on Friday, which is Black Friday, you get 50% off everything on their site with code Seth50. I'm not kidding. That's half off everything, like the ultimate kit, which includes everything, literally everything. You get this for half off, and this is not a cheap kit. Or if you don't want to jump in the deep end right away, you can start off with the 3-brush laundry kit, which once again is 50% off with code Seth50. As the name would suggest, it includes 3 brushes and a laundry system, which is the best way to keep your sneakers looking brand new. It's kind of crazy when you throw those sneakers in the laundry after you've cleaned them up and you use the Reshoevn8r system, they literally come out looking like they just came off the store shelf. And if you use my code Seth50, not only do you get 50% off the entire site, but you also get a special gift, which is pretty cool. So if you've been holding out to pick up some Reshoevn8r, this Black Friday is literally the best time to do it. And this is definitely the best time to pick up a kit as well, because this is the only time you're getting them for 50% off. So use my code Seth50 for 50% off everything on the site on Black Friday, plus get a special gift. It's definitely worth checking out. The links are in the description below. I've reviewed a decent amount of designer sneakers, and usually with designer sneakers, the price point is crazy high, like $800 to $1,500, and you're really only buying them for the clout. And I think with the Balenciaga Speed Trainer, that is still true. Obviously, the price is $780, so it's still extremely expensive, and you really are buying it for the brand name more so than anything else. But I've got to say, out of all the designer sneakers that I've reviewed, this one's my favorite. Unlike the insane Balenciaga track sneakers or the triple midsole Balenciaga triple S's or even the off-white ODSYs, which look like nothing else I've ever seen before, the Balenciaga Speed Trainers are actually a shoe that is pretty minimal, pretty clean looking, and also very comfortable. And yes, while I do think $780 is excessive for a sock sneaker, I still think it's a pretty solid looking sneaker, and if you are willing to spend that kind of money for a brand name, this is probably the one that you want to go with. Huge shout out to MrPorter.com. I just did a video with them a couple days back. I'll leave a link to that in the description below. But MrPorter.com is where I grabbed these Balenciaga Speed Trainers and this Stone Island sweatshirt, and I've got to say, shipping was insanely fast. Like, it was next day. I ordered them, I think, Monday morning, and I got them in Tuesday afternoon. It was crazy fast. But before we actually take a look at the sneaker itself, let's take a look at the box, because you are paying $780 before tax to get this shoe, so hopefully you also get something inside the box as well. First things first, this box is pretty minimal. You've got this textured white finish, and then you've also got the Balenciaga text in some sort of raised gloss. But other than a few stickers and the size tag, that's literally it. However, inside the box, you do get a Balenciaga branded dust bag. I've never used a dust bag in my life. I probably will never use one. So hey, if you like dust bags, you know, just drop $780 on a pair of Balenciagas and you can get a Balenciaga one. I really thought there'd be more to that box opening than that, but nope, that was everything. But now actually getting to the sneaker itself, the entire upper of the shoe is made up of what Balenciaga is calling a 3D knit. They say it's their proprietary knit technology that offers some stretch but also some support, and I've got to say, it's not incredible. It's not anything insanely different from any of the other knit sneakers that we've seen on the market, but I will say it does feel quality. It does feel like a decent knit material. There's only one seam on the entire upper of the shoe, and that's on the heel, and even then it's pretty well hidden, so if you're not a huge fan of the way seams look, you'll be happy to know that it's only on the back and it's pretty well hidden. The actual knit material itself is pretty stretchy, and I've got to say it does feel really nice on foot. It feels like a stretchy knit upper. It's not anything groundbreaking, but it's definitely comfortable. There is a Balenciaga hit on the lateral side side of the toe, which is probably the main reason most people are buying this sneaker. It comes in some sort of white printing, possibly a screen print. I definitely would have preferred if it was embroidered, but it is what it is, and I haven't actually seen anyone's logo wear off their shoe the more that they wear it. It seems like a pretty durable print. Near the top of the ankle, you've got this stretchier ankle collar area, which does help you get your foot into the sneaker. And then as far as the exterior of the upper goes, that's pretty much it. Moving inside the sneaker, there isn't any padding to speak of. Your foot is just right up against that raw 3D knit, which doesn't feel bad. It is pretty elastic and it does have a nice sock-like feel, so it is pretty comfortable. The insole of the shoe comes in black with the Balenciaga logo printed in white on the heel. As for sizing, the Balenciaga Speed Trainer unfortunately seems to fit big. I went with the size 42, which is a size 9 in US men's, which is my true size, and it fit big. It was definitely workable, like I could throw on an extra pair of socks and I would be good to go, but if I had the chance to go back and do it again, I probably would have gone with the size 41 instead of a size 42, which would have fit me better. I mean, the sizing on the shoe kind of makes sense because there aren't any laces to tighten the sneaker, so you want to grab a shoe that's going to stay on your foot no matter what. So it does make sense to go down a size just to make sure your foot isn't sliding out of the shoe every step that you take. But as I always suggest, if you have the chance to try the shoe on first before you buy it, make sure to do that to make sure you're grabbing the right size for you, especially when you're dropping like $780 on it. Then moving down on the shoe, you get to this white molded midsole, which Balenciaga is calling a no memory sole. I have no idea what that means. It's definitely just marketing speak and it doesn't really mean anything, but I could be wrong. But I will tell you from trying this shoe on and walking around in it for a day, I mean, it's comfortable, but it's not anything special. I do actually like the look of the midsole. I feel like it adds some interest to the overall design of the shoe because the upper is so plain and so simple. It kind of has this sort of mechanical, futuristic look, which I kind of like. And then on the back of the midsole, you've got the Balenciaga logo debossed into the heel, which is probably a pretty big selling point for people who are actually going to buy this shoe. And then finally, moving to the bottom of the shoe, you've got this black rubber outsole with the Balenciaga logo debossed across the midfoot. I mean, obviously traction wasn't a priority with this shoe, but that's fine. You're not really going to be going hiking in this sneaker, or at least not if you're a normal person. The Balenciaga Speed Trainer is definitely only a shoe that you would spend the $780 on if you were buying it for the brand name. There are much more comfortable and cheaper sneakers with a sock-like fit, so if that's what you're looking for, don't buy a Balenciaga, buy something like an Adidas because you can save almost $600 to $700. All that said, I do really like the minimal aesthetic of the Speed Trainer. I think it's a good looking shoe. I do think it's pretty comfortable, especially for what it is, and it's probably my favorite designer sneaker on the market. I just think they did a great job with this sneaker. Is this shoe actually worth $780? Hell no, but that's fine because you're not buying it for the actual materials and the construction. You're buying it because you want the Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks. Did I just make a 2-year-old Cardi B reference? But that wraps up the video for today. Now I would love to know your thoughts on the Balenciaga Speed Trainer and whether you own a pair of these or whether you like to own a pair of these, so let me know in the comment section down below. Once again, huge thank you to Reshoevn8r for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check out their site on Black Friday and use my code Seth50 for 50% off the entire site, plus you get a free gift. It's definitely worth checking out. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.